Hi, in this episode we will see how to implement a Bootstrap template to our existing project. If you may recall that we had downloaded one Bootstrap project in our computer. Okay, if you haven't installed yet, you can download and you can also follow the same steps with me. Okay, let's first extract the file to our computer. Okay, now you will see there are some files and index, right? When you click to index, you will see the project. So this is our existing project, and this is the freelancer project. Now our idea is to implement exactly the same to our project. Later we will work on this project. So we will simply make our own project by using this template. Okay. So first of all, what I recommend you to is that let's create a folder. Let's say freelancer. Just you can give any name you want. Okay. The reason I'm having another extra file here is to separate it from the existing files in the computer in the project. So later you will also get to know why I'm doing this. Okay, so simply just copy them all and put them all here. Okay, and the next step is that as you may recall that we have layout which provides consistent look and feel all over the pages, right? So just copy and come back here and paste. Okay, again, the reason I'm doing this is to just have a backup file. Otherwise, you can also start working on this. Okay, later we can remove this. Maybe during this project we can check something if we did something wrong or not. Okay, so you can keep another extra file here. Okay, so this is our layout section. Okay, so we will work on this. Okay, just close this. And when you come back to this freelancer project, start Bootstrap project, when you click it, okay, you get this page with me, right? So this is working fine. So everything is working fine. So the idea here is that we will have exactly the same Bootstrap template to our existing MVC project. Okay, so let's start. First of all, and just close all of the pages and drag the file, the index file, and put it here. Okay, and here this is the HTML file that we are working on it. Okay, so here we will see some CSS files, some CDNs. Okay, where are the there are the CDNs. By the way, if you don't know what the CDN means, here is that it's stands for Content Delivery Network. Well, we have the GS file, script files here. So, for example, this is coming through the internet, right? So, for example, it is Ajax and it's under the libs, and there is a jQuery, there is the version. So, this is another way of having this kind of either Bootstrap, JS, or jQuery. So, this is one of the methods, as I said. But also there is another method that we have to take care of it, that this is the location, the path. So now we will work on it. Okay, so first of all, you may recall that we have this freelancer file. So basically, first of all, we will go our bundle configuration file. As you can see here, there are some already created bundles that we can see here. So for the sake of time, I have already designed and adapted them to our project. Basically, we will have our freelancer and asset and mail, and under that, there you can see the JS file and contact me, right? And in our previous episodes that we had also discussed what is the importance of the bundle configuration file. So basically, in our Bootstrap project, we will simply replace them with our freelancer file. Okay, so this might be a bit confusing for you now, but later you will get the idea. So what does region and end region mean here? I just wanted to distinguish it from the existing one, so you can even not to use it, right? So that is not making any effect. So just to have it distinguished. Okay, let's come back to our layout page. Okay, and okay, let's start from the top. Okay, we have our head section. First of all, let's take this one and let's come back here. Just first of all put here. Let's see if there is something that we can use from our existing project. Okay, let's grab these two because these are the ones that we are going to use here, and let's remove them because we no longer need them. Okay, and here, for example, this is going to the content, and under the content there is a CSS file, right? Under this content there is a CSS file, so Bootstrap and site, they are here, but we no longer need them, right? So we will simply need to replace them with our freelancer references. So first of all, we will come back here, and where is our CSS? It's here. So let's take this and replace this. So from this moment, the project will reference the freelancer CSS, which is under bundle configuration, and it will go from freelancer CSS and styles. Okay, this is what we need, right? And I'm also checking if there is another one. Well, I don't think we need this one, but for now let's comment this. So let's see if we still need it, but if it is working fine, then that means we no longer need it, right? Okay, so here we no longer need this one because we already replaced with this one, right? Because it's all already going to this styles, right? So we can remove it. Okay, and the fonts are already here, so there is no change. And okay, let's come back a bit down, and here when we go back to index file, right, we will have our body. Okay, this is a very big one. Okay, let's take this one, come back to our layout and just paste it down. Okay, and here you will see we have our body, so I'll tell you how to use it here. And we have our renders. Okay, just take them from the existing project under here. Okay, so again here, since this is going already to this JS script file, which is under the existing project, but we no longer need that, right? And we can just replace it with the one that we have already created, this one. Let me get the full path. Okay, and where is that? It's here. Okay, just paste it down. Okay, and for the bootstrap, I don't think we need this one. but we will just need to, you know, check this one, because we are now looking for JS, which is under the freelancer, right, and the script. So let's confirm under the script. Okay, it's already there. Oh, okay, by the way, I already tested this. The project that we downloaded from Bootstrap, the JS might be, you know, old. Maybe the version is no longer in use. That's why I copied it from our existing JS, which is under um, where is this file? So we will now find it. Okay, script and 341. Okay, this one. So if the version is different from from you, you can just, you know, copy it, or you can leave it. So you can even leave it as this one. So I mean this one. So it should still work. I mean, just to make it like at the same level. So you can just copy it, and you can, you know, just paste it here so that it can get the reference, right? Okay, now we have also this one. Okay, we have also there are some other like functions, the JavaScripts. Okay, this one and this one. Okay, the contact and the validation. So and where are they? Yeah, they are here, right? So we will also need to have this one, right? So for the, maybe we can use this one, just replace. Okay, and now we have also this one too. Now we can remove it. Okay, so when we look at the body from our existing project, okay, we just need to render one. Okay, so just put the render here for now. I'll tell you how to use it, right? And for now, let's remove this because we no longer need that. Okay, and save it, and let's build the project. Okay, now it should work, but most probably we will also, we may also get some errors, because this kind of like changes may require a lot of like you know, how to say, you know, fix. Also just click to F12. Okay, that so that we can see if there is anything is wrong or not wrong. Okay, I think so far it is working fine, but we cannot just get the images. Okay, which is normal. Okay, so I'll tell you how to replace it. Currently, the project is trying to reference them from the assets folder, but what we did here, we had another folder, so we just need to replace them. Just Ctrl and H and add freelancer, because it's going to freelancer / and just replace them. Okay, 28 occurrences are replaced. Save it and F5. Okay, now here we go. Now it's working fine. Okay, but there is just one thing is left. You see, this is still coming. Okay, where it is coming from? Okay, this is easy, so I'll tell you how to fix this as well. And we have this render, right? So you know, MVC is trying to access the as you can see here, the index file, which is under home, right? Just close them all so that we can focus on the you know, the file. Okay, it's coming from here. So currently it is trying to access a default one. That's why the body, I mean the body is always required. So what we can do here is that, you know, we have this main page, start Bootstrap, and there is a, you know, icon to, so we can use this one for now. So how we can use it? Well, for now, just put this one here, and this is the header, right? The masthead. So how I confirm? So you see, this is graphic artist, web designer, illustrator. So this is coming from here. So just take this here and paste this here. So that when we start the project, it will still go, but we will have a clear, how to say, project. Okay, I hope you understood. This might be a bit, as I said, confusing or like complicated, but don't worry, and you can follow the same steps, or else if you still have a question, you can always comment here under the the video, so that I can check and try to help you. Okay, as I said in the beginning of the tutorial, I just wanted to make this in a separate file, not to make this tutorial even like confusing. Otherwise we could even put them under the scripts file, right? So you could take this script and put it here, and from the images we could have another, like the content, and under the content, or like the fonts or whatever you want, you can put them all here. This is all about how you use the references. So if you get this idea, so you can have your own style. Okay, for now, this is the end of this session. In our upcoming sessions, we will now start making our own project, right? So as I already shown, how we are going to process by you know uh, by the project that I've shown you. Okay, so till then, take care. I'll see you in the next episode. Bye bye.